Please welcome to the stage, Ivanka Trump.
Hello, Fort Myers! Oh, I love you all. 4 years ago, Florida elected a builder, an entrepreneur, an outsider, a proud champion of America to fight for the forgotten men and women of this country, and that is exactly what he's done. 13 days from now, with your help, we're going to once again win Florida, and we're going to win 4 more years for the people's president, my father, Donald J. Trump. I don't think I have to tell this group, but early voting is happening now, so vote, vote, vote. Before my father ran for office, politics was really not my life. Like many of you, I was a busy working mom, 3 little children. When I came to Washington, I quickly learned why the political establishment tried so hard to keep my father out of office. In the swamp, it's easy for politicians to survive if they silence their convictions and skip the hard fights. I was shocked to see people leave major challenges unsolved so they could blame the other side and campaign on the very same issue in the next election. But Donald Trump did not come to Washington to win the praise of the Beltway elite. Donald Trump came to Washington for one reason, and one reason alone: to make America great again. For the first time in a long time, we have a president who's called out Washington's hypocrisy, and they hate him for it. My father has strong convictions. He knows what he believes, and he says what he thinks. Really not a normal concept in Washington, D.C. Whether you agree with him or not, you always know where he stands. I recognize that my father's communication style is not to everyone's taste, and his tweets can feel a bit unfiltered. See, but some people love him, right? This crowd loves him. But you know what you like more than the tweets? You like the fact that when my father makes a promise, he keeps it. So Joe Biden has said he would shut down our entire country. To what end? Endless lockdowns are not a strategy. The Republican Party is the party of safe reopening. Time and time again, I've seen my father's relentless determination to deliver for you, the American people. One of the issues that was central to his campaign in 2016 was fair and reciprocal trade. When President Trump got to Washington, many politicians, including Republicans, resisted any change. I'll never forget that one day, after a long trade policy meeting, and I was walking back with him to the residence, and he looked at me and he said, "You know, the reason this has never been done before is because our leaders have not had the guts. When the economy is good, they settle for good, and when it's bad, they don't have the will or ability, so they kick the can until it's somebody else's problem." He was right. If he didn't take on these fights, no one would. In the months that followed, President Trump refused to settle for a good deal. He wanted a great deal. And that's exactly what we got. How good is USMCA? Supports a lot of jobs right here in Florida. So, like all of you, I've noticed recently that Joe Biden likes to plagiarize our president's Made in America agenda. But he supported every disastrous trade deal that shipped good-paying jobs and factories overseas. China's entry into the WTO, one example. NAFTA, job-killing NAFTA, another example. TPP. Here in America, at this critical hour, we the people choose Donald Trump. My father is so unapologetic about his beliefs that he's caused me and countless Americans to take a hard look at our own convictions and ask ourselves, what do we stand for? What kind of America do we want to leave for our children? I'm more certain than ever before we want a future where our kids believe in American greatness. We want a society where every child can live in a safe community and go to a school of their choice. We want a culture where differences of opinion and debate are encouraged, not canceled. Where law enforcement is respected. Where our country's rich diversity is celebrated and where people of all backgrounds, races, genders, and creeds have the chance to achieve their God-given potential. This is the future my father is working to build each day. Folks, Washington has not changed Donald Trump. Donald Trump has changed Washington.